It's main event time at the Off the Grid studio taping night 1 as Johnny Cockstrong is going to be going one-on-one with the opponent that Mark Angel picked for him, Nick Talent. Although Nick Talent doesn't look like he's dressed to compete, Cockstrong's ready for a fight.
Johnny Cockstrong, after all this shit that's gone down today.
Potty mouth.
Yeah, right. I fucking want to wrestle you. Not gonna do it. By Freebird rules.
And is Nick Talent just going to forfeit?
Freebird rules. I'm gonna select a wrestle for me. One. AJ Evers. Come on, let's do this. Wait, you got
Nick Talent picking the newest member of the Academy of Anatomy, AJ Evers, to do his dirty work for him. Nick Talent does not want to compete tonight. And AJ Evers, this guy somehow blinded by the Academy of Anatomy. I don't know what he thinks that he's going to be able to learn from these two goofs. But more than happy to take on currently the #1 ranked wrestler in Beyond Wrestling, Johnny Cockstrong, because coming into this taping, Mark Angel and Cockstrong were tied. But Steve the Turtle Weiner, believe it or not, selected by Johnny Cockstrong to wrestle Mark Angel, and was able to pick up the biggest win of his career, one of the biggest upsets in Beyond Wrestling history. And I'm not sure how good Johnny Cockstrong's odds are coming into this match, knowing that he's not only facing AJ Evers in the ring, but his stablemates in the Academy of Anatomy on the floor. AJ Evers has been competing on and off for Beyond Wrestling for about a year. A graduate of the Combat Zone Wrestling Academy. Still very early into his career. And there we see the guidance that he's getting from Nick Talent, who's supposed to be wrestling Johnny Cockstrong right here, right now. Johnny Cockstrong trying to get AJ Evers to match up in an unorthodox version of a test of strength. Our official assigned to this contest seems to be a little bit befuddled by the situation. I don't think that Johnny Cockstrong is looking to lock up Knuckles. All right, Johnny Cockstrong now offering a more traditional test of strength. While he may have the leverage advantage coming into this match, taller than his opponent, AJ Evers. AJ Evers is a very strong individual. This guy is a gym freak, and I think that's really one of the reasons, if not the main reason, that he's linked up with Mark Angel and Nick Talent. But you saw Mark Angel and Nick Talent popping big for that. AJ Evers slapping Johnny Cockstrong in the face before slapping on that wrist lock. Now transitioning to a hammerlock where Johnny Cockstrong is going to be trying to escape, but instead AJ Evers applying the cravat and bringing Cockstrong down to a knee. And Johnny Cockstrong has had all day to prepare for Nick Talent, somebody who's been competing for Beyond Wrestling for over 2 years. An opponent that Johnny Cockstrong has definitely scouted. AJ Evers, though, there's some unknown elements now introduced into this matchup. And certainly, as we saw Steve the Turtle Weiner have the biggest win of his career earlier today over Mark Angel, you got to think that if AJ Evers can knock off the #1 ranked wrestler in Beyond Wrestling, that'll certainly be more than a feather in his cap. Now Cockstrong looking for an escape. AJ Evers really using his upper body strength to keep that side headlock applied. And while Cockstrong was looking to send AJ Evers off the ropes, Evers was able to take him down the mat. Cockstrong showing him the goods. AJ Evers, though, instead of giving Cockstrong the separation that he was looking for, is right on top of him. Again with the side headlock applied. And again with the strength to resist the attempt from Johnny Cockstrong to get that space that he needs, to create that separation, to get that distance. AJ Evers just plowing through Johnny Cockstrong, now mocking him as Cockstrong's down on his back. But Cockstrong, certainly an unorthodox counter, and I'm not sure AJ Evers knows how to approach this. AJ Evers back to the corner as the official scampers away. And now Cockstrong using the ropes. AJ Evers with no escape. AJ Evers perched on the top rope. And the official counting for Cockstrong to back out of the corner. And AJ Evers not allowing for a clean break. Stomping Johnny Cockstrong right in the guts. Now a stomp to the bicep. And it looks like AJ Evers has enough time to high-five Mark Angel. And instead of going for the pin, now trying to choke away Johnny Cockstrong. AJ Evers, I'll give him credit. He hasn't made a mistake yet in this matchup. The only mistake that he's made is aligning himself with Mark Angel and Nick Talent. Nick Talent for so long with attitude problems. We saw Anthony Stone in his corner. It seemed like Anthony Stone was getting through to him. Though as soon as Anthony Stone was absent from one taping, it was Mark Angel who came to the aid to defend Nick Talent. He was being bullied around by the Doom Patrol after suffering a severe neck injury at the hands of Chris Dickinson, a competitor that we have not seen for quite a number of months here in Beyond Wrestling. Well, as soon as Anthony Stone handed Mark Angel his first ever defeat in a Beyond Wrestling ring, something snapped inside of Mark Angel's head. Now Mark Angel looking for his identity in Beyond Wrestling, wants to become the #1 ranked wrestler, but he's going to have to get through Johnny Cockstrong. Have you ever seen a counter like that? That bridging pin was almost enough for Cockstrong to pick up the victory. AJ Evers had no idea what was coming. But to Evers' credit, staying aggressive in this match, able to take Cockstrong down with that back elbow, only good for a 2 count. I think Johnny Cockstrong, sometimes he's so unorthodox. He likes to play mind games with his opponents that he gets overlooked in terms of his wrestling ability. Johnny Cockstrong only competes in Beyond Wrestling because this is where he has the most fun. Even though he has had his critics in the past, don't get it twisted, Johnny Cockstrong can go with the best of them. AJ Evers and Johnny Cockstrong trading shots in the ring. AJ Evers getting the better of that exchange with the point of the elbow to the jaw. Now the elbow to the side of the head. Hit Johnny Cockstrong in the ear, trying to knock him down by taking away his equilibrium, and that's exactly what he did. That rushing forearm, Johnny Cockstrong felt like a ton of bricks. And now Evers at least smart enough to pull him away from the ropes. But the long limbs of Johnny Cockstrong working to his advantage. AJ Evers did not pull him away far enough. And now Nick Talent, hey, if Talent wanted a piece of Johnny Cockstrong, he had the opportunity when he was put in this matchup. Now Cockstrong buying valuable time. A signature combination. The official's going to let it slide. And Johnny Cockstrong flying in, taking AJ Evers down. A bit of a disrespectful cover from Johnny Cockstrong, but certainly nothing that could match the disrespect that he encountered last night, when not only having to deal with a beatdown from the Professional Revolution, it seemed like the Academy of Anatomy was coming to his aid only to continue the attack. Cockstrong's been beat down by half a dozen men in the last 24 hours. And while he was looking for that pendulum cock, AJ Evers had that scouted. Now Evers hopping to the top rope and taking Cockstrong down. That was an ugly crossbody. Effective nevertheless, but not good enough to pick up the win. AJ Evers really missed his mark right there. More of his body weight coming down on the face of Johnny Cockstrong. But you see Cockstrong clutching his head right there. He might have hit his head bad on the canvas when he came down. And AJ Evers, I'm not sure he knows what else to do at this point. The official getting in Evers' face for throwing Cockstrong to the floor, but at least the official also smart enough to keep his eyes on the other two members of the Academy of Anatomy before too much damage can be done. Oh, no. Mark Angel now removing that protective pad from around ringside. It ain't nothing but a concrete floor here in the New England Pro Wrestling Academy in North Andover, Massachusetts. And now AJ Evers looking for a body slam. Cockstrong able to counter, pushing AJ Evers in the steel post. And now hitting Mark Angel and Nick Talent in the junk before sending both members face first into each other. The members of the Academy of Anatomy, not the meeting of the minds. Certainly, their smarts, not their strongest asset. Now Johnny Cockstrong with a shot to AJ Evers. As got him in the chair. He's got those legs elevated. Johnny Cockstrong trying to position him in the chair. Spinning AJ Evers around. The dizzying effects. Met with the attack from Johnny Cockstrong, and now AJ Evers smashed the back of his head on the concrete. Johnny Cockstrong very proud of his handiwork, but he hasn't won this match yet. We've seen a lot of leeway from the official in this contest. It's because of moves like that. Johnny Cockstrong, one of the favorites here in Beyond Wrestling, sending the chair into Nick Talon's cranium for good measure. Now we see Mark Angel checking on Nick Talon on the floor. Johnny Cockstrong throwing his body's weight on top of AJ Evers with a sense of urgency. Not even sure. I think that Mark Angel may have grabbed his foot, tripping him as he came into the ring. Johnny Cockstrong firing away a shot to the head of AJ Evers. Now elevating AJ Evers. Going to be wondering if he's going to be going for that yes way, that kryptonite crunch on the top rope, although he usually hits it from an inverted position. Instead, maybe looking for Northern Lights bomb. I'm not sure. Maybe just a superplex, but AJ Evers trying to fight off. AJ Evers might be looking for a sunset power bomb, but Johnny Cockstrong able to put his leg over the ropes to prevent that. Oh, God!
These guys are shit. These guys are straight up boss.
Johnny Cockstrong's rolling AJ Evers in the ring. I mean, that was... Cockstrong just pinned him. Cockstrong's got him in his tights. Oh, come on. Evers kicked out. This match needs to stop. The official's calling it. I think that's the right move. I think the official needs to call it after how much damage has been done. I mean, AJ Evers just fell. He just fell 10 to 12 feet off the top rope, head first on the concrete. I apologize that we don't have a camera over there. I mean, that's not... I don't think that's what anybody was expecting. And, I mean, even if the mind is willing, I mean, the body is... After a few minutes, I mean, AJ Evers being helped back up to his feet. Certainly in serious condition after unexpectedly falling off the top rope. Scary situation.